Hello, my name is Maria de Sousa. I'm the founder of Posture Queen, and I teach all things good posture and movement for good health and elegance. Today I'm coming to you with another lesson, another Feldenkrais lessons from my series Feldenkrais Heals One Lesson at a Time. If you have things going on with your knees, this lesson might help you, so do it and see what it does for you. It might help with many other things, and if it does, please let us know. So we're going to work with the pelvis. You need a chair or a stool. I have a stool with a blanket on it. If you're sitting on your chair, come forward on the chair so that you're far away from the back of the chair. Bring your feet and knees hip distance apart, more or less. You might need more if that's good for you, so wherever it is comfortable for you. And the first thing is to connect to your sitting bones. So you can lift one buttocks and bring your hand underneath, and then the other buttocks and bring your hand and underneath, and roll back and forth and sideways. See if you can connect or feel your sitting bones. So if you feel a bone in each of your hands, those are your sitting bones. Okay, so you can take your hands away now. Ground yourself in your sitting bones, and imagine that your sitting bones are like little feet. They are there to support you, to hold your torso. Just like the feet holds and supports the whole of the body, your sitting bones supports and holds your torso. So imagine little feet. In contact with the chair, supporting your torso. And from here we're going to round the back, so you're going to move the pelvis back and curve or round or slouch as far as you can go. The chin comes towards the chest, and then you're going to go the other way around. You're going to go forward so that you're kind of sticking your bum out and arching the lower back a little bit and lengthening the spine. Your chin comes up ever so slightly, and then carry on with these two movements, rocking back and forth with the pelvis. So you're rocking on your sitting bones as well. So feel your sitting bones, feel rocking on top of the sitting bones, back and forth. Slow movements. Breathing in and out. So you rounding the spine. Come into this slouching posture. The chin comes towards the chest, and then you move forwards, you rock forwards, and kind of stick your bum out and lengthen the spine, take the chin up ever so slightly. So there are two movements, exaggerated movements. So you're rounding as much as you can comfortably, and you extend as much as you can comfortably. Okay? And carry on with these two movements. You can close your eyes and feel and sense the movements in your spine, in your pelvis. Don't rush the movement. You can also combine the movement with the breath. So you can breathe out as you lengthen. And breathe in as you round or the other way around. See what makes most sense for you. Explore both ways, breathing with, moving with the breath. Don't rush the breath, don't rush the movement. Keep your feet grounded. A few more times here. Keep your mind present in yourself. So if you catch your mind wandering off, all you have to do is to bring the mind back to yourself, to your body, to your breath. Sensing, feeling the movement. Notice how that movement feels for you. Notice the quality of the movement. Is that fluid or is that jerky? If it's jerky, see how you can make it fluid and graceful and elegant. Visualize your hip joints. Your hip joints are like a ball and socket. So visualize that ball and sockets rolling. Visualize your sitting bones like little feet, so the weight of your body moves towards the heel of the feet, and then as you come forward, it moves towards the toes in your imaginary feet. Okay, and then you can let this go, coming back to your neutral, back grounding yourself on your sitting bones. Stay there for a moment. See how things are feeling here now. Now we're going to rock the pelvis from side to side, okay? So make sure that your feet stays grounded. If you feel that your feet are not grounded, a little bit in the air, you need to change the chair so it's lower, or just have something under your feet so that you can feel your feet grounded, okay? So what we're going to do is you're going to lift one side of the pelvis away from the chair, and you're going to make this side, that side shorter. So notice how as I lift the pelvis, the shoulder wants to come closer to the pelvis, and my head tilts a little bit to the side. So you're making all this side shorter. At the same time, this side is lengthening, okay? And then coming back to the center, and then do the same thing on the side. Lift that side of the pelvis ever so gently. That shoulder, you'll notice that wants to descend, it wants to go towards the pelvis, and your head tilts a little bit. So making that side shorter, and the other side is lengthening. Back to the center, and carry on with these two movements. Lifting, shortening that side, coming back to the center, and then the other side. Breathing in and out. Notice if you find a difference between one side and the other. It's very likely that one side feels more familiar, that one side it's easier, and the other side not so much. Notice which side it's easier for you to do. Make sure that your feet are grounded, that you're not lifting the heels or the toes. And if you don't concentrate in this movement, it's very easy to lose it or get a little bit confused. So it's important that you keep your mind present and that you keep yourself in the present moment. Noticing the movement, notice the quality of the movement. Is it fluid? Is it graceful? And if it isn't, see if you can find a way to make the movement fluid and graceful. Every time you change, make sure you come to the center and ground yourself again onto your sitting bones for a second, and then you move. Also notice if you are creating any unnecessary tension anywhere in the body, maybe your hands, maybe your facial muscles. If you are, see if you can release that. There is no need to hold tension or strain anywhere. See how that movement feels in your pelvis, in your back. So we're not doing anything directly related to the knees, but you will see how this will hopefully make a difference to your knees. And do this for a few days and see what it does for you. Please let me know in a comment below so that we can all benefit from your sharings, from your experience. You can always pause if you find it is too much for you. You can always pause, give yourself a break, and then carry on. Okay, and then bring this to a close, come back to your sitting bones. Now we're going to go around in a circle. So visualize your spine like a snake, and you want to make some kind of a snake shape in your spine. Start with whatever direction comes natural to you, and you want to go from sitting bone to sitting bone around in a circle. So allow your spine to dance with the pelvis. So the spine has to curve, that very beginning movement we did at the very beginning of this lesson. So there is curve in the spine, and then as you come forward, you lengthen. At the same time, you're also lifting the pelvis, the movement we did before, a little bit. So see, don't think too much about how that movement is happening, but allow it to be fluid. See if you can create that snake shape like in your spine. You can close your eyes and to feel more of the movement. Notice if the movement is fluid or jerky. And if it's jerky, your aim is to make it fluid and to make it graceful. See how you can do that for yourself. Notice, see where you can soften. Maybe you are creating unnecessary tension anywhere. Or maybe it's just a question of practice. Keep yourself present in the movement, in your breath. If you catch your mind wandering off, all you have to do is to bring it back time and time again. If you feel pain anywhere, you can try to go slower, a little bit more gently, and see if that works for you. And if it doesn't, then please don't go through pain. Okay, and then bring yourself to a neutral position, whatever that is for you. Ground yourself on your sitting bones once again. And now we're going to do the same movement, but the other way around. And notice how things feel going the other way around. Maybe they feel a bit more or less familiar. Again, notice if the movement is fluid and graceful, or if it's jerky. If it's jerky, so your aim is to make it fluid and graceful. So see how you can find ways to make this movement fluid and graceful. So notice where you need to soften. Maybe you need to go slower. Remember that your feet is grounded, so there is no lifting of the feet, the toes or the heels. Stay present in the movement. If you catch your mind wandering off, Bring it back to this very present moment, to notice and feel and sense yourself as you move. Notice the quality of the movement, notice if it's different to when you went the other way around. Okay, and then you can bring this to a close, coming back to your sitting bones. Ground yourself on your sitting bones. Remember, your sitting bones are like little feet there, supporting your torso, the weight of the torso. Good. So this is the end of the lesson. And do it for a few days and see how it goes with your knees. Let me know your experience so that we all can benefit from it. So it's good that we all share our experiences with this lesson so that we can inspire others and benefit from each other. And if this lesson was good for you, then please share it around with your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye bye now.